What is up, guys? Evildoers Arm here today, and today I'm going to be showing you what I think is the best build for left fielders or right fielders. When I play, I like to play on the left wing, left fielder. I'm going to go through midfield and what formations and whatnot for all of these, so this is going to be a bit longer than my other videos, but hang tight because it'll definitely find it informative. So if you're playing as a left fielder for your club, it's probably because you got stuck out of a striker or cam or something like that, or it could be because you honestly play out there in real life and you like playing there, and that's just your position. Now, what I think is the best build for a midfielder depends on the formation. So let's say it's a 4-3-3. You're going to be the left winger, and obviously you're going to want to go with left winger in a 4-3-3. For your height and whatnot for that, basically is standard for 5'9" for most of them. But if you want to change it up a little bit to get a little more strength or something like that, I go 5'9", 156. That's basically my standard pro build, 161, 156. Just depends how I'm feeling at the time. That's pretty much my standard pro build for anything out on the wings, like a fullback or a winger. So at this point, your traits as a out-and-out winger in a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1 or something like that, or a 3-4-3 if your team's really adventurous. You're going to want long throw-in because you will end up sometimes getting that throw-in over your fullback, so you might want to have that long throw-in to get a good throw into the box. Second wind is up to you. It only kicks in if you're losing. Acrobatic clearances, no, you don't need that. Early crosser is a definite because if you're out on the wing and you've got to see that person pinging him in for a cross, it's a perfect trait for that. Finesse shot, yes, but outside of the foot shot, no. Finesse shot is it's good. You're going to be cutting in, curling one off the wing. Outside of the foot shot, it's like basically a finesse shot with the outside of the foot, but you really aren't going to find yourself in the situation of using your weak foot to cut in, because it's not going to happen unless you get stuck out on that side. In which case, if you're on your weak foot side, as in like if you cut in, you're cutting in onto your weak foot, put outside foot shot on instead of finesse shot, because then you'll take the outside of the foot shot as the curler instead of the finesse. So it's whichever foot you're cutting in on depends. If you cut it on your weak foot, then it's outside of the foot. If you cut it on your strong foot, finesse shot. Power header, not really needed out on the wing too much. Not many balls get played out there for a header. Swerve giant throw-in is the same as long throw-in. If you have it, use that instead. Swerve pass is a definite for any position that needs to make a pass. It helps you to curl through balls in around defenders. Power free kick isn't needed. Stutter penalty, if you need it to pick a penalty, go for it. If not, you don't need it. Skilled dribbling, you don't need it because you have such high dribbling as a winger. Fancy passes and flicks is up to you. Bicycle kicks you don't need. Your player does them whether or not he has the bicycle kick trait. Diving header, not really needed unless it's like a cross coming in and you're sprinting in. It might help you get to it first. It's a really rare situation you use it. If you have nothing better, go for it. And then driven pass, I really like it for switching fields. It's a good it's a good trait for anyone that plays out on the wings. It helps you switch the play much quicker than if you used a regular square pass. And the rest are just goalkeeper traits. So that's for a left winger. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the left midfielder here. If you're a left midfielder in any formation, such as a 4-4-2, 4-1-2-1-2, something like that, that does have a fullback behind him, you're still going to use the same exact build as this one that was just right here that I just showed you. Because when you're defending as a left midfielder in one of those formations, you're not going to be an isolation defending. You're going to be helping a fullback, or you're going to be taking on an outside back or a fullback that also doesn't have very good dribbling skill. So you don't need the extra defensive ability granted to you by a box-to-box midfielder, because you're just going to be running in and taking it off of a player anyway after he's done a move or something. So you stick with left midfielder, same height, and yeah, same traits basically. Now, on the other hand, if you're running a 3-5-2 and you need to have defensive duties, you're going to switch to the box-to-box. You're not going to feel his powerful offensively with it, but you're definitely going to be a much better defender when you use that. And for this, you're also going to bump up to 5'10", 5'11", give yourself a little bit more strength, and put the weight up to 181. This will help you to win a lot more, win possession back a lot easier. For traits, you're going to want to keep long throwing because you're still going to end up taking throw-ins on the wings. Second wind is up to you. If you plan on losing a lot, then you need it, otherwise not really. Acrobatic clearance is not needed. Early crosser is a definite. You're going to find yourself withdrawn a lot more than if you were playing out on the wing as an out-and-out winger or as a left mid and a four-back. And you're going to have to ping in a lot more early crosses than regular crosses. Finesse shot is not really needed, or outside of the foot shot. You're not going to find yourself cutting in too often as a left mid in a 3 at the back formation. Power header is your discretion if you were going to be really withdrawn, otherwise not really too needed. Giant throwing instead of long throwing if you have it. Swerve pass is a definite for any position that needs to pass. Power free kick is not needed. Stutter penalty is up to you. Skill dribbling is that's an optional one, because you're gonna have less dribbling skills, but you as a out and out left midfielder instead of a winger. But you don't really need it. You can get by without it, unless you really like to dribble past people. Skill dribbling is optional. Fancy passes and flicks are optional. Bicycle kicks, your player does them whether or not you have the trait, so you don't really need it. Diving header is up to you. You're not going to really get into too many positions where you have to dive and header. And driven pass is great for switching the fields. I really love this. It sends it across the field much quicker than a traditional squared ball. So it's a very useful trait. And the rest are goalkeeper traits. So yeah, that is the my description of the best builds for left-sided players. Left midfielder in a 3-bet the back looks like this, with this height and this weight. A left midfielder in a winged formation or a 4 at the back formation looks like this, with the height and weight differences. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this helpful. If you like it, leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to have videos for every single position on the field in pro clubs. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Watch the other ones, and peace, guys.